Alright, Robert Grabers here. This is the second part video of a multi-video series for Regex in Python. If you want to have a look at the text version where you can actually copy my code from code blocks and you can quickly use it in your own project, find the link in description. You will find the link to my blog post about this, and there you can find code blocks of Python code with regular expressions that you can copy. Find that link in the description. So this is the second video. In the first video I talked about regular expressions, what are they, and why you should even care to use them in your project, and how software developers are using regular expressions in industry. You can find the first video part in the description also. You can start from there or you can listen from here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to come up with your own regular expression pattern. You will see my process, the steps that I follow to come up with a pattern, and you will be able to come up with your own patterns in a very easy fashion way. and I think in less than 2 minutes. So yeah, let's continue here with these steps. So in the first video, I gave you this simple example of a text, and let's say in the first video we try to extract this part with a very simple way, with replace. But this is not what you want to do when you're thinking about regular expressions. So let's assume with regular expressions, I would want to extract this whole thing, user agent, and let's say also this number. So how am I seeing those two? I'm seeing those two as some sort of groups. And you actually can group things in regular expressions. So now I have the text. How can I come up with a pattern? What would I do to come up with a pattern? You simply would take this place that you want to work with, let's say this text, and you would go to this website called regex101.com. Paste the text here, the test string, and then you could come up with your regular expression here in this box. Now you just have to come up with a pattern. So this is the difficult process. So how I would do that? Well, I would start by typing out or copying the first part that I don't care about. So you can already see that we are matching. If you simply copy the text, you're matching something already. And the next part is this one. This is the unknown part. Let's assume that this user agent value, it could change. So how would you know what will be here? That's when you actually use the regular expressions. And in Python and in regular expressions, you can have groups, regular expression groups. And in order to capture a group, you need to have parentheses like this. And in parentheses, you would use some sort of pattern that would actually capture something. So dot means, if I remember correctly, by the way, you can find the explanation for whatever you're using in these patterns here on the side. Explanation gives you more details. So dot matches any character except for line terminators, whatever is that. So what I usually do is I use a combination of a dot and a plus sign. And what would be the explanation for plus sign? Plus matches the previous token between 1 and unlimited times, as many times as possible, giving back as needed greedy. How I understand it is that you are basically extending the dot match if you use plus sign after it. If I would use something else like a question mark here, I would extend question mark, I guess, but that's not how it actually works. So I want to extend this dot matching, but you can see that the problem is that now it matches everything. But I want to match only this part. I want to match this Thunderbird 1.509, whatever numbers are there. I want to match only that part. So what I would do, how I could modify this pattern to just match that part. Well, I know that this thing ends with parentheses, but if I use parentheses in like this regular expression pattern, it doesn't really work. But you can escape parentheses with a backslash, I guess. Was it called backslash? Yeah, basically you can find the explanation on the side. But you can see that now I escaped the parentheses, which means that I'm gonna actually match the parentheses in the text. I'm not gonna build a capturing group like it is here, but I'm gonna just escape it and match it. And now you can see that this first group is Thunderbird. Exactly the value that I wanted to match. And the next part, like I said, next thing that I would want to match, the next group would be these numbers. So X, 11, and whatever numbers are there. And I'm going to use just exactly the same thing that I used for the first pattern, sorry. And I'm going to escape parentheses again. And now I have one group and the second group. Perfect. And this pattern isn't really that difficult to come up with. And this approach using groups, dot and plus sign, is very easy to replicate in dozens of situations. So now you have a pattern. How would you use this pattern in Python? If you're really new to this, to regular expressions, I would actually suggest you to explore this section, explanation on the side. I would suggest you at least understand capturing groups and how you could create your own capturing groups before you move on to the next step. Because capturing groups is going to be an important topic to actually get to these values in Python code. So you have to understand how to use regex capturing groups here before you move on to the next video. And yeah, I will continue explaining how you could use this pattern, this one, how you could use that in Python. I'm going to continue explaining that in the next video. Look for the link in the description. And if you want me to help you become a Python developer, see if you can find my contact details down below. Send me an email or contact in any way. You can find my contact details down below. And I will see if I can actually help you. I will check your situation. I want you to tell me about your situation. I will see if I can help you. We'll probably figure out something. I already helped a couple of people, so yeah. Find that info in the description.